language and that will to fight in some ways just as pleasing for you as the scoreline?
I think it was nice to feel again the capacity to win and performance in the way that we wanted to performance. Of course, now we have ahead different competition, Premier League, but in the Champions League it was important to get the 3 points, and not only because of the 3 points, if not for to build our confidence again and start to grow in our performance, and of course happy for that, but we know very well that it's only a small step.
How was the dinner with your players last night?
Oh, it was very good, it was very nice. I think very kind from them to invite all the coaching staff and different people that work very close to the team. Yes, it was nice. Of course, it was so busy, and we spent a few hours there. But always nice to stay all together in different and see each other in different environment. Always help to build that dynamic, that positive dynamic.
You talk about a positive dynamic. What did it help achieve?
Sorry?
What did it help achieve in terms of helping with the...
Yes, always is. Of course, you cannot measure. You cannot put a percentage of it's going to help 20%, 30%, or 40%. This type of details that always, in all the dynamic of the group, is team bonding, is things that always, for the new players or for different players or for the group, make it stronger after this type of situation. Because it's not the same when you see here on the training ground every day that is a routine. When you go away and you spend time in different environment, always appear different type of relationship, and always can help after on the pitch. Because in general, when we work about team bonding, it's about to generate or to create something in between us in the group that and then help to perform better or to fight in some point or to help your teammate because you know better. This type of thing always are positive, never are negative.
Was there much talk about football, or was football off limits? Was it a purely sort of social occasion?
Yes, of course. In our table, we would talk about football. 90% of our conversation was about football, but I think for them was nice to talk in different way, and of course to see each other. How you dress when you go to the restaurant, when you go away, always some joke like this, and I think it was nice. That doesn't mean that we are going to go to Anfield Sunday and we are going to beat them 5-0 because we were on the restaurant last night all together. But for sure, in medium long term, it's going to help a lot.
And just a final one on that: did you? How much did it mean to you to get the invite from the players and the fact that the players invited you and the coaching team?
To be honest, because in 5 years and a half, I invite a lot. I pay a lot of dinner and lunch. And I think in that moment that maybe the results are not the result that everyone expected after the last season. I think it's a very good detail for them. That is why I am so grateful, and the staff, everyone is very grateful.
And it is a build-up to the game at Anfield, of course. Are you playing the title favourites this weekend?
Sorry?
Do you think you're playing the title favourites in Liverpool this weekend?
Yes, today, yes. I think Liverpool is a favorite. Of course, it's so early on the season, but Liverpool and Manchester City are the two clear favorites to win the title, of course, on the end of the season.
What have you made of them so far this season? Where are their strengths? Where can they hurt you most?
I think we know each other because we play a lot of games. But of course, that is about after is to have a good day, to perform as well, and then to do what we are going to plan to do. That is in football always is that is the key. That arrive the day on 90 minutes you show better quality than the opponent, and of course in that moment you have some luck in your side. Always happen in football. Of course that we can talk about different things that we know very well about their strengths, and of course They have unbelievable players and a great coach. You know very well that I admire a lot Jurgen. But, you know, on the end it's going to be like always, 90 minutes football and hope that we can perform in the way that we want and be close to win. That is the key only.
Manchester United last week seemed to have some joy at pushing up on the Liverpool fullbacks, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson. Is that an area that you can look at? Is that something that other teams can find?
I think we can talk a lot about different tactics. I think the most important, we use different plans in all the games that we play with different systems, we apply different type of dynamics on the game. The most important is how we are and to find a way that be solid and performance is rather to think too much in Liverpool is we need to think in ourselves, is improving in all the areas that we need to improve because and you know me very well after 5 years and a half here that always our plan is us and of course care because we need to care about the details of the opponent but the most important is how we are going to approach the game.
Going back to the game in Madrid, is that something that you mentioned in your book about the Newcastle game on the final day of the season a few years ago and how much it ruined your summer? I just was trying to get an insight into the days after that final in Madrid. What were those days like?
Yes, you need to wait maybe a new book or the Amazon documentary. No, I think is I think was tough because it's the last game of the season. Playing the final of the Champions League is all or nothing, you know, and was nothing on them because to be second for us that we are so competitive in football is nothing. Means a lot for the club to arrive to the final of the Champions League, but the player or the coaching staff, we feel empty after the game. With the time you say, okay, you play the final of the Champions League, but you didn't win, and that always is going to be with you. But of course, I think we talk a lot in different press conferences about my feelings after the final of the Champions League, but I think now we feel very with full energy, very recovery about that situation, and now is the moment to, of course, like was in the last time, to try to build again our confidence, our trust, start to show our real talent and potential, of course.
What was the summer like for you then? Did you have to? Was there anything did you try and switch off from football completely after what happened, or did you try and plan immediately?
Yeah, you need to give me the plan or you know the strategy how can switch off completely. It's impossible because we love football and you know difficult to move on, but always all is related with football. Our life or my life is about football. Football is so important. It's my priority always with my family, and you cannot switch off. Always in summer. Maybe you are in different place, but your mind always is in the same place. You can move your body, travel a lot, but your mind always is in some point that you cannot move sometimes.
Just a final question on after the Manchester United Liverpool game last week. Roy Keane views on what Manchester United should do to solve any perceived problems. They go out and sign Harry Kane from Tottenham. I just wondered, do you have a view on that?
No, I hear the comment, but of course I respect him a lot. I admire him when he was a player. He's this type of player that you want next to you, or I was central back in front to you. It was midfielder, and every time that I saw him or listened him, he's very clinical in his comment, and of course. He loved the good players, and Harry Kane is a fantastic player, and of course, we are more than agreed that Harry Kane deserves everything, you know. Hi.
Just going back to what Paul said about the Champions League final. Denny said after the Red Star Belgrade game that he's still disappointed by losing that final. Do you think it's still playing on the minds of your players?
That is, I think, is good signal for us that the players still feel disappointed with the final. Because in football, you can play another final or you can play another game, but you never is going to play the same game or the same final. That is why it's so important for the young player to realize that to give everything every single day, and then if you lose, it's part of the game, that never regret. That is the most important thing. In football, it's more important than in life, but I think in football sometimes we don't realize that when today gone, you cannot recover the day that gone. You know, and it's so important because you need to build your performance every single day. Today you need to think that you can arrive to the final of the Champions League. That is why you need to be ready. But to arrive ready for the final of the Champions League on the end of the season, you need to be careful today, and you need to care about you. You need to work so hard. But that is the most difficult sometimes, you know, because when I arrive the competition, you say, oh, I arrive the final. Now I'm going to sleep 9 o'clock. I'm going to eat properly. I'm going to want to train in proper. Yes, but you cannot recover the time that you lose, no? The wasting, no? But that I am talking in general, you know. What I love is to not regret never. And say, okay, you lose the final or you lose a game because the opponent was better. But when sometimes you have that feelings, it's because, you know, that is a moment to improve and to learn. And always is for the young player, it's so important to learn and to improve and always give your best and every single day, because that is going to build after. And this, sometimes that we talk, this percentage of luck sometimes is in your side because you were working today so hard, you know. I don't know if it's explained properly, but I was a little trying.
I understand that. Against Red Star Belgrade, you didn't have Toby or Danny in the squad. Are they fresh again for the weekend? Can they be back in the squad?
Yes, you know that always I try to rotate when we play a lot of game, you know, and different player we use. And of course, still I didn't decide the squad, and I didn't decide the starting 11 or the system that we are going to use against Liverpool. But tomorrow I'm going to have the clear ideas.
Okay.
Earlier in the season, you said Tommy Dembele was about playing at 30%. I think was the figure you used of what he can be.
Phew, you have a good memory. I don't remember. 30%.
Yeah. Where do you feel he's at now? He played very well in the week, but he's been kind of in and out.
Yes, for me, how we measure the player or assess the player is when they are consistent. It's difficult to assess the player when sometimes you play well or sometimes you don't play so well, because you need to put everything in that assessment, because depend of the competition, depend of the opponent, depend of the level of your teammate, depend of the level, your form, and I think still we cannot assess him and not to say he's doing well or not so well. I think for me it's fantastic, the thing that add to the team. I am so happy with him, like I am so happy with different players, you know. But still for me, when you sign a player, and when you sign a player, despite that you pay some type of amount, you know, is with the profile of the Ndombele or Lo Celso or Ryan Sessegnon, I think you need minimum 1 year to assess them, or nearly 1 year and a half or 2 years. Look some what happened, or look different player, or Sissoko, that they start to performance in the year 2, year 3. And that is why when you are so young, because today the market is the market, you know, you cannot judge the player because you play some type of amount. It's the profile of the player. And he's young, he played 2 years in Lyon and then moved to England. Everything is new, but the quality is there, like another player that only they need time to show their real quality.
Some of the players that have been here a bit longer, at a time that's obviously been tough in the last few weeks, do you need, say Eric Lamela, he's a player that battles for everything, he's quite a risk taker with his passes. How important is a player like that to you right now?
For me, every single player is important, and of course, the most difficult thing when you have 28 players, big squad, is to find the right balance on the team, because like we were talking a few press conference before, the most important is how you provide the balance to the team, because you have a lot of defensive player, but you cannot play with 11 defensive player. You have a lot of offensive player or midfielder offensive, but you need the balance when you have the ball and when you don't have the ball. You know, it's like if we assess Liverpool, they have 3 unbelievable players: Salah, Firmino, or Mane, but when they have the ball, is one thing. When they don't have the ball, they need Henderson, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Keita, Milner, or Lallana, or player that provide the balance. That is the most important thing in football. That is why the balance on the squad is the most important thing. And for us, it's always is about now trying from the beginning of the season to find the right balance. That is why we rotate, we change, we move players. Sometimes we play with one, with another, but always trying to find this balance that at the moment, yes, again, Red Star, we show better balance, but still we need to work a lot to try to be more solid.
Last one from me. Ryan Session's been back about a week now in full training. How close is he to being maybe available to be on the bench?
Yes, maybe it will be available, but always it's the same that I explained to them. When one is in, one is out. And if you plan for him to be on the bench, we need to put someone out of the bench, or if play, another you need to go out. And only 18 players, we have, I think we are 29 now with Michel. Yes, that is a plan, but it's about to wait, to be consistent, showing his quality, and of course wait for his opportunity. That for sure during one season you are going to have the opportunity.
Okay, Charlie, we've got Emma as well to ask questions, so just have one if you don't mind. Okay, Charlie, then Emma.
Sorry.
A lot of the fans were excited that Chelsea came on midweek. Just wanted an update on how he's been settling in, and how close you think he is for us to really see the best of him.
Yeah, he only played 10 minutes, no? I can understand. People want to see new faces. But, like I told the last press conference, I think he needs time, like Tanguy or like Ryan Sessegnon. But I understand, of course, I understand. People want to see new faces or different player, but we have plenty of players. We have Dele, we have Tanguy, we have Christian Eriksen, we have Lamela, we have a lot of Harry Winks, we have a lot of midfielder in that position. He need to wait his opportunity. Of course, the other day played 10 minutes after his injury, but it's all about performance, for sure. If he performs well and he show on the training ground that deserve to play, for sure. I am a coach, like I always try to be fair.
Okay, Emma to finish, please, at the back. Thank you.
Hello.
So many teams have gone to Anfield wanting to win and haven't managed to. What makes you think that Tottenham can be different?
I think we are not different than the another. I think we are going to go there thinking the same, that we can beat them. Of course, we respect because they are showing great quality and good performance and great result on Anfield. That is going to be difficult, but in our mind, in our mentality, is the same. We are going to go there thinking that we can beat them.
I guess, do you need a team talk ahead of this match? Do you need to motivate your players ahead of a match like this?
But I think in football, no one manager or coaching staff thinking to motivate. When you play football and in this level, in Premier League or in Champions League, our job is to motivate the player if something wrong happen, on the club or on the team. More, we need to provide the tools for them to perform better or to inspire them, to prepare in a good way. But if someone is desmotivated, because play football, I think we have a big problem. You know, I don't know if you agree or not, but that is my point. No, you know, I think you need motivation, your own motivation to come here to work, to ask me, and for me, I need my own motivation. If this guy need to motivate me to come to be in front of you and to have put good face, you know, to answer, I think it's my motivation is to come here and explain what I need to explain. No, it's no, I don't need that someone explain. In football, the same. When you are a player, a professional player, the motivation, you assume that the motivation is there. If not, we have a problem. No.
Okay, the camera's off now, please. Thank you.